Hi Wendy, this is Mia. This is assessment number 2. This is the counselling role play with Deana. My hypothesis is that she is suffering anxiety and lacking the confidence to re-enter the workforce after being a stay-at-home mother. She doesn't really feel like she has the capacity to re-enter the workforce and sabotaging herself when she goes for these interviews because she suffers anxiety and the confidence, and I think she just needs a little bit of guidance to help her be motivated and to show that she can, fulfill, her achievement to wanting to get a job and to re-enter the workforce. Also, the CBT therapies I will be using is the breathing technique, counting 1 to 10. I will ensure that she feels safe when she does count to, and learn to breathe. Also, I will use play therapy and maybe suggest her using a stress ball so she can have it with her when she feels the anxiety, and maybe she can release some of the tension and feelings that she has inside by using the stress ball. Good afternoon, Deana. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Before we start today, I just need to speak to you about confidentiality and what it is. Do you know what confidentiality is? It's anything that you disclose to me will stay within our service, but if you do, disclose that you have committed a crime or hurt someone or intend to, I do need to bring that up with my supervisor and we do need to report it.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so what brought you here today, Deana?
I've just been feeling, I'm trying to get a job and I'm trying to work out the courage to go for an interview, but I just feel that I really, I've been a stay-at-home mum for a long time now, I put my kids first, and I don't think I have what it takes to get a job these days,
And when you say takes, you don't have the capacity to get a job, can you please tell me a little bit more about that?
I just, I don't even know what skills I don't think I'm skilled enough to get a job, and what if they don't like me? What if I go into an interview and I'm not dressed right, and all these different emotions start happening for me, and I start feeling hot and getting cold sweats, and my heart starts racing, and I feel like I want to vomit, and it's just too hard.
That sounds really hard, like you're going through a hard time, Deana.
No, I am.
Yeah, and those feelings must be very overwhelming for you.
Oh, it's horrible. It's just, I want to put it in a too hard basket, It's just, it's not worth the feelings, to get a job.
So how does it make you feel inside when you do go for these interviews?
Oh, I feel like I could throw up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like, the term, I've got butterflies in my stomach, times 10. I start getting shaky as I'm thinking about what I'm going to wear. Just the thoughts that happen for me before I even get to an interview. A couple of days beforehand, I start feeling, the interview's coming up, and I start to feel sick, and it goes on for days.
Yes. Yeah, that must be really hard, Deana.
Oh, it's horrible.
How does it make you feel when you're actually at the job and you're about to go for the interview?
Oh, I'm just like a mess. Yeah, I just want to throw up. My words get jumbled, and I forget what to say, and I just get these feelings of unworthiness, and they're not going to pick me, and how do I deal with that, and then how am I going to deal with the rejection?
Seems very overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotion.
So if you had maybe some coping strategies in place that would help you manage and cope, do you feel that would help, you tackle the interview? And
possibly, yeah. Yep.
Do you have any coping strategies that you use at the moment?
No. Run.
especially being a mother. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
What about if we, maybe a breathing technique?
Yep.
Maybe just, closing your eyes and taking a deep breath and counting, to 10 inside your head and then releasing. Do you feel that would work?
I could try.
Would you like to try it right now?
Sure.
Well, just close your eyes and pretend you're at the interview.
Okay.
And you're about to go in and you're feeling that anxiety that you feel inside. So take that deep breath inside and count to 10 and slow release.
I definitely feel a lot calmer. You can't really breathe fast when you're counting to 10, can you?
Do you feel that would help?
I think so. Because when I get there, I'm normally... But if I take a deep breath in and then count to 10, I haven't got time to,
Yeah.
So it could be a really good way to slow down my breathing and just concentrate on that rather than... Because the more I think about the way I'm breathing, which is normally quite fast, the faster it gets and the worse it gets, and then my hands get all clammy and... Yeah.
What about if you had maybe used a stress ball because you said your hands get clammy and you feel your hands are all over the place?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands, and I sort of do these things and, they get a bit sweaty and...
What if you maybe made a stress ball which you can involve maybe your children help make, and then you could use that stress ball and, just, squeeze it tight when you're feeling that anxiety before the interview and just help you release some of that feeling.
Rice or something.
Yeah, and a balloon.
Yeah.
And maybe, also that's an activity you can do with the children, but it also will make you have that stress ball that you can use.
Yeah.
You can even put it, in your hand when you attending the interview, because they're not going to even see that. And it'll help you when you're just feeling, all that emotion.
Yeah.
And just squeeze it, and it will release, some of that.
I think I would like that. I like that because it would give a better experience coming up to the interview.
Yes.
And knowing that I've made it with the kids, when I look at it as well, and remind me why I'm doing this as well. So it might be like a little bit of a sentiment as well to have, which might encourage me a little bit, I reckon. That's a really good... I really like that idea, actually, yeah.
Oh, I'm really glad that you do, because, I want you to help you, get through this stage so you can accomplish, going through the interviews.
Yeah.
So there are some techniques that you would, think that would be beneficial?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So if you could see yourself now, Deana?
Yep.
Yes. Where would you see yourself?
Happy and in a job that I really like, and confident. I'd like to be really confident. Yeah.
So you feel if you could pass the interview stage and you were to obtain a job, that would really help with your confidence?
Of course, yeah.
So maybe when you go for these interviews, use those techniques and hopefully they work and, you can accomplish your goals.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
So next time when you go for those interviews, just practice the breathing, even the lead up to.
Yeah.
And maybe during the week you can go home and make that stress ball, and maybe you can show me what the stress ball looks like.
Yeah.
And if that helps.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good idea?
I like it, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, yeah. I'm going to use that.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad I could help.
Thanks.
So is this time good next week to come back?
Sure, yeah. I would really like to do that, yeah. Yep.
So, you can show me the stress ball you've made with the children.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to make me aware of before we finish for today?
No, that's all. That'll be all, yeah.
Okay. But thank you for coming today. I really admire you, telling me how you're feeling, and it must have been hard for you, and I really admire that.
Yeah, it was, but I feel like I've got something to go home with now. Some good ideas. Yeah, thank you.
So we'll talk about that more next week when we have our session.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a call in a couple of days just to see how you're going, and maybe, the breathing technique works or the stress ball before you go for your next interview.
Yeah.
So, but thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.